Hello, people with good taste. It has been a year since we've been doing this, and that is what we're doing here today. We are here to celebrate 1 year of When We Cry, even though it's not... As of the recording of this episode, it's still not been a year since the channel has been, active. But as a small piece of trivia, we've actually started recording a month before the channel went active. So it kind of is an anniversary. It's the anniversary of since we started recording. So anyway, I am Des, and I'm here with...
Oh wait, I have to say my name. It's Epots.
I am the great and powerful horse cam.
Why can't you be the great and powerful? Shut up.
Wow, rude.
Okay.
Wow.
We bring you back for one day out of your internal confinement, and you come back and say this.
Yeah, I've been in 2 episodes. The 3rd episode has been lost to time because
We don't talk about it.
No, shut up. Shut up. Anyhow, I'm Kirby.
See, this is the reason I've been locked in the basement this whole time.
You keep talking, you're gonna go back.
And this is Mushroom. Hello.
Mm-hmm. So to clear any misunderstandings, we are not actually confining Epots in a basement. What happened is that we had the idea to record reactions to the Higurashi live action movie as a 100 subscriber special.
Yeah.
But that still hasn't come out. Horsecam, you wanna talk about
It's all...
Horse game, you want to explain why we...
It's all part of a master plan that I have. Okay?
that?
It will release when the time is right.
The master plan is that he's lazy.
It's going to be the 4th now.
The 3rd Furude Shrine got caught in a logic error, so we're waiting for that to end.
You know what we'll do? If this video gets 1,000 likes...
We'll unlock the door to my basement.
Ooh.
Wow.
Maybe I'll upload it on the anniversary of Go.
So if you want to free Epots back into the sunlight, please hit that like button and share it with your friends.
Please hit the like button.
I want to go to 7-Eleven.
So anyway, getting into the actual celebratory episode that this is, there are gonna be no spoilers.
Spoilers, one of the characters is a girl.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
How was I supposed to know?
Cancelled.
Alright, so it's been a whole year of When We Cried.
Yep.
Kinda doesn't feel like a whole year.
I feel like we started fucking a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It feels simultaneously like we've been doing it for a month and we've been doing it for 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I totally feel that.
That's actually how I feel. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and thinking that we have been doing this for a year, I so don't understand how we're only at the ending of EP3. Like, that's fucking insane. Like, how the fuck are we gonna ever finish doing this? Like, I feel like I'm gonna be doing this podcast for 3 fucking years, and we're still debating on EP 6 or 7's ending, and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck did I do for the last 3 years of my life?
Yeah, we need to hurry up the book club. That is true. A whole year of podcast, and we haven't even started Umineko EP4.
This isn't it the smoking room?
I don't think this episode's gonna have a category. It's just a special episode.
Like how our introduction episode.
Oh, don't remind me of that.
Oh my god, that episode is so bad.
Please don't go watch the first episode on the channel.
Wasn't it recorded before Go came out?
Speaking of Go, it's kind of ironic how we started the precise day that Go also came out, 1st of October, and then we're gonna celebrate 1 year 1 week after Sotsu ends.
Kirby, what was your first episode again?
My first episode was log 9 because specifically I remember watching log 8 in my computer while playing Minecraft, and I was like, it's pretty good. And then next day Jensen came into my room and was like, you want to... No, not literally, but came in and was like, hey... he
spawned.
Hey fucker, do you want to join? And I'm like, oh shit, sure. Okay, let's do this.
He actually said, hey fucker.
I mean, I could imagine that's happening,
It's crazy to think that we started this without you, Kirby.
Yeah.
It feels like you've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
What I know from this, if the server we record on, there are 3 people who are the originals, who joined on the first day the server was created, and that was Des, Mushroom, and Yinsid, the 3 originals. I joined the next day.
But yeah, I joined log episode 9, but just, I guess, I don't know if we've mentioned this before, but I guess just a fun fact since it's the anniversary episode. I was originally going to be on, like, the first one, just, like, as just, like, someone who, as a reaction to Go back when it was a remake, which I guess...
Yeah, that was so long ago.
As a first-time watcher.
Very soft spoilers that Go isn't a remake, obviously, at this point.
We want Ryukishi to remake Go.
Yeah. I hadn't watched Higurashi, so then I just read all of Higurashi and came back from Higurashi. Got baby timeout soon.
Anyway, anybody want to say anything else before we get into the things I have prepared?
What is there to say?
Yeah, go to www.com/epots
Don't
and give me your money.
No,
Is that even a valid website?
www.e. Don't go to www.epots. That is not. That is. You didn't even have a .com.
I feel like that would give me a virus.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you if there's any episode that like stuck in your mind as in like this episode was pretty fun to record or something like that.
Actually, the Fire Emblem one was fun, even though I was only there kind of nominally because it was supposed to be about 3 houses, and I was like, yeah, I played
Fates.
I would say my best episode to record is Calendar Gate Theory episode. Even though I clearly was very angry in that episode, but, like, it was very fucking great to see.
That was totally one of those episodes where we just threw rocks at each other.
Like, it was us being really mean to each other, but in, like, the best way.
It's just like a scrum debate. It's just like, what the fuck do you mean Calendar Gate? And it's like, oh, fuck you, Calendar Gate. It's real. Okay, so my favorite episode to record, it'll probably be out by this point, but is the Umineko gender episode. That was really that was really fun.
Yeah, gender part 1 and part 2 are both very good, and I'm currently editing them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just to let you guys know real quick, Mushroom is the real backbone of this community.
Oh, thanks.
A round of applause for Mushroom.
I do not give a shit about Des.
Wow, Des literally put all this together.
Wow. Being mean to our own.
I can't believe you'd say this.
Nah, it's fine. I'm used to getting bullied by everyone in this show.
Yeah, well, he's Portuguese, so...
Exactly.
We really save it to the episodes. You constantly slander him in the middle of every episode. Outside the episodes.
Everybody does. I'm used to it by now. I'm not crying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna draw mustaches and devil horns on all of your sprites. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, no. Okay. If you're giving me horns, can you give me, like, cool horns?
Not Homestuck horns? What trolls horns do you want?
What's your troll sona?
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, speaking of sprites, I forgot to mention, everybody in this episode has their party sprite.
Yeah, I love the party sprites.
We're all dressed for the occasion.
Yeah, they look great.
Okay, so I think my favorite episode to record, I think it's actually the alternative answer episode, The Confession is Wrong, The Truth About EP3 First Twilight. That episode, it was just so ridiculous and chaotic and actually has a point to it. So I think that's probably my favorite episode to record. The gender one is really fun. I'm excited. I do think that episode also took us like 4 hours to record, so I hope it comes out good.
Okay, so about the gender episode, like, I just wake up the next day and then I just see people talking about how the fucking episode took 4 hours to record because they just got so into it that they would not stop.
It's true.
4 hours of episodes.
We were
like, what?
We were originally just gonna do one episode where we have 2 parts, which is the spoiler-free part and the spoiler part. But what ended up happening is that we recorded 2 hours for the spoiler-free part, and then we recorded another 2 hours for the spoiler part.
So
It was so ridiculous.
yeah. I liked the part where Horse Scam came in for 1 second because he thought we somehow wouldn't be recording after 4 hours, and we all just screamed.
Yeah, I also really liked the alternative answer episode, although I think we were not in our best because we were kind of like half deranged from thinking about this.
Yeah, it's okay. I think the product is as good as it could possibly be. Like, I enjoy it. I mean, it's fun. But yeah, that's a good episode. Go listen to it if you already finished with me, Neko.
Okay, so next up, what did I want to ask? Oh, Okay, this is actually a question that I also asked on the first episode, on the introduction episode. So I want to ask the question again just to see if our opinions have changed. So if you were to invite one character from the universe of When They Cry, I mean, to come into our podcast, who do you think would be the best choice?
Tepe.
To come with Tepe.
Feathering. I would do Feathering.
No, I would get so angry at her.
Exactly, that would be great. Like, we gotta be entertaining. Who cares about her opinions?
All she would say is, ha ha ha, oh, Moshiroi, this is so interesting.
Okay, if you want hot-ass takes, then you get, like, Jiro Mitake. Tojiro Mitake.
Just get the MCs.
I mean, two of them are children, and the other person's, like, 19.
Who is 19? Butler is 17.
Battler's not 17!
Yes, he is.
Like,
He's almost 18.
I thought he was 18 to 19.
It doesn't matter. He's just an age. Okay, we need to stop arguing about this one day and then actually just find a screenshot and put it on the fucking screen, because I feel like every single time we mention it, we have to argue.
The last question I just wanted to ask you, what expectations did you have for this project when you first started? Because I'll admit, if I was invited to something like this, I'd be kind of doubtful whether this would work out. So how did you feel when you started versus what you feel now?
The idea of a bunch... Don't take this the wrong way, with the idea of just a bunch of random people from Reddit joining together to make a podcast. I was a little bit like, is that going to work? But it works.
Yes.
The funny thing is, it works surprisingly well.
Well, it's because everybody turned out to be not an asshole and not crazy.
No, I'm an asshole. I just haven't told you yet.
Oh, I am totally an asshole. Like, every single episode, I shit on Des so much that I actually have to, like, after the episode ends, I have to, like, text.
Yeah. No, but last episode, Mushroom must have really felt bad because she asked me if she had to make sure that I knew she was just joking about and not being serious. So, for context, the last episode was Book Club 15, I think. It's the one with Eva Beato on the cover.
Why do you say things in like the most weeb way?
Because I called her Eva Beato. That's her fucking name.
Yeah.
Why should I pronounce it in the American way when I'm not even American?
American? Are you?
The American
That's
way.
Yeah, only America speaks English.
Yeah.
You know what you know what I fucking meant. Stop cornering me.
This is just a prime example of the Des bullying that happens.
It's okay, he's Brazilian. We can do this.
So who else wants to talk about it?
About the desk bullying or about our thoughts on the
No.
podcast?
I felt very, like, because I joined out of just, like, out of sheer curiosity, like, maybe I should do this, because usually I don't interact on social media that much. And I was like, I'll take a risk, and it really went into a weird, like, the next months felt weird, because, like, it was a bunch of people that I didn't know trying to do a podcast. But after we started and actually got to well know each other, like, it's very easy just to go, all right, guys, it's time to record. Then be like, all right, hit record, and we're like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, the first months were kind of weird because we were also just kind of figuring out what we wanted to do with the pod, figuring out what the subcategories should be and how they should work.
Yeah. I imagine just like the first recording things were like, yeah, so you see, you put this here and you put this here, and it's like very formal because no one knows each other, and now it's like, you dumb fucking baby, get on the episode.
I'll give you an impression of the first episode that was ever recorded. So, the first episode ever recorded was a Furude Shrine with me, Yensid, and Anon, and it kind of went up like this. So, Des says, so guys, what's your favorite arc? And then,
so guys, you like jazz?
Then Yensid is like, I like Miyakashi because Shion is cool.
Yeah, now when we say, like, ask what our favorite arc is, like, we, like, literally go, oh my god, you like Miyakashi, you fucking dumbass.
Des, you should release that episode.
True, that is true. That is how it would go now.
Yeah.
I actually think, like, I was gonna say the first episode of Book Club was actually pretty ridiculous because I think, like, in the very beginning when we were getting to the part about talking about Kirie, we were like, haha, Kirie has so many belts. She probably has, like, a BDSM dungeon for Rudolph, and then for some reason we were just like, this is it. This is how we're gonna set the tone for this podcast. I'm just gonna talk about how many belts she has.
Kind of what.
Kyria belt episode.
So much. Do you want to talk about how you felt at the start?
Yeah. So my thoughts about okay. So the whole reason I joined a podcast was because pre-COVID started, I was like, I spent a lot of time thinking and talking about Umineko to my IRL friends, and the only IRL friend at that time who read Umineko is also an idiot.
Wow.
Who is also actually on this podcast. Yeah, who's also on this podcast, Ambi, who's an absolute fucking idiot. So I was like, and then I was so tired of going on 3-hour long tangents to my IRL friends about Umineko that I was like, I seriously have to channel that somewhere else. So I was like, maybe I'll join r/Umineko, and this is r/Umineko pre-go.
Yeah, when it was good.
So it was a good time.
The golden era before the fall of society.
Yeah, there was less, there was 1,500 people, 500 people, and then people just wrote crazy paragraphs in there. So I was like, when I saw Dessa's hey, would you want to join the podcast,
The famous Erika picture.
yeah, the Reddit post, I was like I'm joining this. And then after I joined it, I didn't even tell Ambi, because I was like, fuck you, if you didn't see this post first, this is mine, and this is my this is what I get to do. Fuck you.
This is my moment to shine.
I'm not even joking. I was so vindictive about it. And I was like, and then I later told Ambi about it. Ambi was like, what the fuck? Why did you have such messed up ideas about this? I wouldn't even been that offended. And I think after I joined the podcast, I was like, oh, at first this did a lot of things that I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's a really good idea. And then later on, Des starts to
Wait, do you want to give an example? What are you talking about?
Okay. Actually, there's a lot of things Des did stupid.
Okay.
I'll start with the idea. I actually remember. I have all of these things remembered. So Des started this podcast, and then Des first was like, hey, how about we record in time zones? And then it made a lot of really confused time zones and made people draw slots. And then he was like, well, we should have 4 categories. There will be Umineko Book Club, Umineko Mrs. Miscellaneous, Higurashi log for the, what is that thing called? Go, and then Higurashi Miscellaneous. And then I was like, that's really cool idea, right?
Yeah.
And then Des was like, Des had the quote-unquote bright idea that the way we should split up the episode shouldn't be that because you wanted to be on that episode, is that we had it to split up through time zones. So we had groups. And this was before we even had an idea what the category is going to be about. So Des wrote that oh, if you're in this time zone, you can only talk to these people. And I'm like, Des, but what if I want to be in the other episodes? And he was like, then you should talk to those people about it. And I was like, this is so fucking stupid. And then we and I argued, I think, okay, this is when I first joined the podcast, so I wasn't full on mean, and I was like, if I be mean to Des, that makes me just sound like a bitchy horrible person who's trying to I don't know, backseat game his fucking podcast. But I was like, this category system is so stupid. So I explained to Des why is it dumb, and Des was like, oh yeah, we could just have people who want to be on the podcast to be on the episodes they want to be. And I was like, how is that not the clearest option?
Okay.
And
okay.
then
wait. But I feel like I need to redeem my image a bit. So I am not the brightest person, and nowadays I never plan stuff alone because I know I have the stupidest ideas without thinking shit through, which is why I'm worried about this episode, because this is a surprise for everyone. So I thought about this episode alone, and I'm worried that I may have not thought about something.
Exactly.
So Mushroom is kind of like the person I ask about shit when I'm planning something.
Yeah, and then
because I'm not good with it. I'm not good at thinking.
And then Des was like, oh, I want a logo for our for our podcast.
Oh yeah,
and
that
then
logo.
And then I looked at Des's original logo, which he had for the podcast.
Put the original logo on screen.
And then I looked at it, and I was like, Des, that logo looks like the Nazi the Nazi eagles. And Des was like, what? And I was like, the Nazi 2-headed eagles, do you know what I'm talking about? And then Des was like, I'm not sure. So I took a screenshot of what it is, of the original Persian flag, and he was like, oh, I I kind of see it, and I was like, Des, we have to redesign all of these logos.
Yeah, so Mushroom is the one who designed not only the logo for the podcast, but also the logo for the podcast subcategories. So props to Mushroom for that.
Oh wait, really? For some reason, I thought you always did it.
No, it was Mushroom.
They look real. They're like literally perfect. So
Oh,
good
thanks.
job.
Yeah, so Des did most of the sprites. I don't like coloring, that's why.
Coloring digitally is fine. I feel like if you do it tactilely, you have to spend all the time coloring inside the lines, and then you accidentally color outside one of them, so you get out your ink pen so that you make that line thicker. And
Oh god, we put all the artists in the same episode.
Yeah.
It's the only non-artist. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
There's just so many other little things that I remember. Like, I mean, there's a lot of decisions that Des made that I actually really liked. I wish I could name them because I feel like I'm just being really shitty. But there's like totally like better. Oh, all of the episodes we did, for example, like the guest that Umineko tune one, like that was a really good episode. I did not plan that one. Des did, and Des like cropped all the comments. Like,
Wait, that came out?
Wait, what the fuck?
I don't remember the episode coming out. I always thought, oh, I guess that's in limbo now.
It's been out for like 4 months.
no, a horse camp. We record all of the episodes and release them like a normal person. Like all of it's the type of thing. Okay, I will have to tell you this, but like it is on you that if you didn't release episodes, every episode we have recorded, we have released.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Horse Game, get on to the movie episode.
Maybe one day we could compile all my thoughts about the dumb tribulations we had with
The
this
dumb
podcast.
decisions of this.
Yeah.
All of that. So, Ipots, I don't think you've talked about your experience.
well, a long time ago, Jensen was like, "Oh, I'm getting into a podcast about like Umineko and Higurashi," and I'm like, "What do you mean you're getting into a podcast about Umineko and Higurashi and all that? I'm the one who introduced you to all that shit, asshole."
This is the person who read Umineko up until EP6 and then dropped it on fucking EP6.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, who else is here?
Anonymous. It's me, Anonymous.
I'm here. It's Avatrice. That's Erica. You may remember me from eons back. You probably don't.
Yes, arise from the ashes.
That implies I died.
Yes.
So, Avatrice was on the first episodes of the podcast, if you've been following us for some time. She had to step out because she wouldn't have much time to record. So yeah, Avatrice was a member at the very beginning, but she is here with us to celebrate the first anniversary of the channel.
Woo!
Yay!
Yes.
So who else is here?
Lorenzo is, for better or worse.
For better, come on.
I think Jensen might be here.
You think so?
Oh, I don't know.
I hope not.
Ah, fuck that guy.
Fuck you cunts. I hate you. I'm leaving. Finally.
Okay, and here's Sayome,
Yes.
the one you've all been waiting for.
Nice. Okay, so we've got everyone. And you guys do not know what you're doing here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, do I ever?
Yeah, this motherfucker just drugged us and we're in his basement. There's like SpongeBob wallpaper. It's Portuguese SpongeBob.
So, I have a few topics that I would like to discuss with you before we get into the surprises.
Shoot.
So, first of all, it's been a whole fucking year. I mean, not yet. There's still some time left before the channel itself makes its first anniversary, but it's been a whole year since we started recording. So how do you guys feel about that? How have your feelings changed since the beginning? How did you feel when you first got in? Tell me about it.
When I first got here, I had a kidney tumor and I was shy. And now, I still have a kidney tumor, but I'm not shy. So that's a pretty good evolution. I like this place.
I mean, but your situation is also better, right? Like, don't leave it hanging.
Oh, yes, it is slowly healing.
That's
Yeah,
good.
didn't your kidney tumor get nerfed? But your social skills got buffed?
Oh yeah, sadly they nerfed them up patched.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yes, Anon got patched. Okay, so Ivatrice, you haven't been around much, but you have spoken with us, like discussing Go when it was still coming out.
Yeah.
You wanna say anything about this project we have?
Yeah, you guys seem to be doing really well. I'm impressed that we've managed to keep it going for a whole year. Like, I mean, I didn't manage that, so good on you guys for your commitment.
You're always welcome to come back for episodes if you want to.
Maybe.
Like, we record book club sometimes. at irregular intervals, but I mean,
Yeah, I'll see what my schedule's like, but we can talk about that more afterwards. But I
Okay.
still, like, the point remains. I'm impressed that you guys were dedicated enough to see this project through for an entire year. Like, a lot of podcasts don't manage that.
Oh, appreciate it. There's something wrong with us, but
There's nothing wrong with dedication.
I just don't understand how the fuck this actually worked from Des just starting a random Reddit post of like, hey, I'm gonna start a podcast. You wanna join?
Dust the Redditor.
And I just saw that, I'm like, wait, this podcast is just accepting anyone? Okay.
big mistake.
Now you have to deal with me.
I mean, I remember when I finished Umineko at the beginning of last year, I think, and I was like, oh my god, I need to talk to somebody about this. Actually, no, wait. I'm trying to remember because we started this a year ago.
we started this more than a year ago. It's been like a year and a month.
Exactly. And then I had Umineko brain. Oh shit, yeah. I finished Higurashi this year, I think, right? No, I finished Higurashi last year. I'm trying to remember, like, it's been fucking up my head ever since. But anyways,
Lorenzo forgets who he is.
I needed to vent about
I'm going to imposter you.
vent about when we cry, and I found my people to vent about it too, and it's been great ever since. I'm very glad to have met everybody and still be talking to everyone. Good job, fellas. We did it.
Good job, us.
Yeah, I'm like very glad that this thing that I joined, because I'm just like, oh, this might be fun to just join a random podcast that's accepting anyone. Just see what happens. And then I ended up with like a pretty close group of friends. Like I don't know how we gelled this well from just being just fucking randos.
It so confuses me as well.
And also, like, I have, like, an experience of trying to make a fan game of just asking, like, just random fucking people on Reddit, and we just spent, like, a year doing fucking nothing with a bunch of drama before it all collapsed when
Oh, damn.
we developed, like, a room.
Nice.
Anyways, Sayome, you got anything to say?
In the beginning, I hated Go, and now I hate Satsu, so not much has changed. So
I can't believe you had the future sight to be eternally based about Go.
no, Go was always awful. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It was always awful. Cry about it. Okay. Anyway, it's really interesting to see how, like, from the beginning we were all kind of like shy and just like timid, and now in episodes we just scream at each other all the time. It's just really funny, like the progression and stuff.
Which is the reason why the old episodes are so cringy. We're just kind of like, so what's your favorite arc?
True.
Okay, wait. Anon and Yancy, do you remember the first episode this podcast ever recorded?
Yes, I actually remember it quite well.
Yeah, the first episode re-recorded with fucking me, Anonymous, and Des. We're just like, let's talk about Higurashi. What are our favorite arcs and characters? And the episode was horrible. And I don't know if we even have the recording anywhere.
I think I do.
It was very strange.
It was.
We just didn't know each other at all.
It was such a weird time. We didn't even know how to structure the podcast.
We were like, Higurashi.
Do you all remember when, like, in the middle that we were like recording a podcast and then like a Go trailer came out? That was really funny though.
True.
I do
We
remember
reacted
that.
to it.
And we were actually excited.
Was I? I don't remember.
We were all pogging at the trailer that came out while we were recording and ended up recording a reaction as well.
Yes, even you, Sayome.
Sweet little halcyon days where we didn't know better. Ignorance truly is bliss.
True.
Wow, they're remaking Higurashi?
Oh, Pog!
Yo.
I love the When They Cry series.
We love it so much that we have a fucking podcast with about 50 videos out and a whole gigabyte of content.
1 whole gigabyte? You mean 100 gigabytes?
Whoa, 1 gigabyte!
50 episodes, though. That's like, I mean, most of those contents are like over an hour, right? So that's like around 50 hours of content.
I do like that there is more content of us talking about Goen Sotsu than there exists of Goen Sotsu.
Good.
But that's how fandom podcasts work. They have to milk that material.
Yeah.
Did anyone end up playing that Higurashi mobile game?
I did.
I did for like a second. It was awful.
It was
garbage.
really bad.
Yeah.
It's so boring.
I do not like gacha games unless they're Love Live gacha games.
True.
Fuck, preach.
Also, ever since joining the podcast, like Anon has infected me with love life syndrome.
Disgusting.
We need to. I should add you guys as friends because I'm not playing it very much right now, but I have been playing the main Love Live app since like 2016.
No.
Yo.
School Idol Festival.
We found a new connection here.
Horrible. This is actually a Love Live server. Just so you know. And podcast.
Finally.
You guys still can't convert me. Fuck you cunts.
Yeah. Where were we?
Where were we?
Okay, so I was gonna ask you if there was any episode in particular that you think like, oh, I had fun recording this episode, or like this was a fun episode.
I mean, pretty much any of the Ghost Sotsu episodes, because they're just such a cathartic experience.
Where we just throw rocks at each other for our wrong opinions.
Yes, exactly.
I still like the memory of fucking Calendar Gate of us just thinking all of that shit up in like
It was amazing.
a fucking deranged high, and then trying to tell you about it, and then just looking like fucking Charlie Kelly. We were so convinced we were onto something, and it was all nothing.
But it was still the only time I kind of enjoyed going any sort of way. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But that's like
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's, the joy of experiencing When They Cry product when it's coming out, is that you come up with all these epileptic tree theories. Like, that's what it was like when Umi Neko was coming out. It was full of that shit. And now we're getting that with, even though it's, in our opinion, not very good show, it still allows for that experience because it's still coming out. So there is that. That is the one bonus.
Exactly.
Yeah, at least you get to watch the train crash.
Yes. Watch it burn. It's honestly like, I love it. It's everything I've ever wanted and more.
Anyway, my favorite episode is the first Seconia Book Club episode.
The one that still hasn't come out or recorded.
Yeah.
You just thought about it. Man, that episode would be so good.
If we ever do a Seconia Book Club, prepare for like hours of my rambling.
True, like Sayome has so many thoughts on Kikonya. But like the Kikonya episode she mentioned, it isn't even in the oven yet. It's only in the form of the ingredients that haven't even been mixed yet. It's still in the supermarket. We still haven't even bought the ingredients.
No, you guys stole it because you pirated Kikonia.
Are we allowed to say that?
You have stolen ingredients.
Well, pirating Kikonya? What are you talking about, Lorenzo? I have a question to ask though. Unless anybody else has more things to say.
No?
Nope, go ahead.
No.
Okay, so we discussed this on the first ever episode on the podcast, which you should totally not go watch because it's cringy as fuck.
Don't listen to it.
You should watch it. Make it our most viewed episode on the channel.
It kind of is. It has like
it
has so many more views than our episode usually get.
No, the highlights video is the most viewed one, which is still weird to me.
Yeah, it has like 1K views.
I think it's probably people being like, did this get better? Did this get better when the Ivatries left? Yeah, it did. Good.
I asked you guys what character you would invite into the podcast, and I want to see how that has changed. Like, what character from When They Cry would you invite into When We Cry?
Tepe.
Tepe, I agree.
Tepe.
I agree. Yes.
Tepe and Oishi, actually.
No, not Oishi.
I want to invite Oishi.
No, he's a cop. Fuck
Can
him.
I say Seconia character without spoilers?
Sure.
Funny Meow.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Meow would at least help us get our thoughts straight about Kikonya or something, because we're so confused.
Yeah, he like tutor us or something, like keep us on the right track.
Teach us about your story, man. Okay, so for the next segment, we're gonna have a quiz.
Oh no.
Shit.
And the way this is gonna work is that you are all gonna be competing together to win against the previous group.
Oh.
So the previous group obviously didn't know how many points you would get, but you will know how many points they got.
That seems a little unfair. I mean, you could just not tell us.
Now you can tell us we're the superior group.
Sure.
We already won.
We still don't know if you're gonna be the ones flexing on them or being flexed on. So it will be fun either way. But before we get into this, you guys need to come up with a name for your group.
Love life. Cues. Okay, I'm sorry.
The Sigma Ligmas.
Oh my god.
When the idols cry.
Yo.
When the idols crying, that's good.
The Ligma Live.
Ligma Live, I accept Ligma.
Oh my
Live.
god.
Oh my, are we really gonna do that?
Okay, Ligma Live.
No.
What was the other group named?
Mehk.
Hidden Camp.
Mehk.
I'm mad that because we all have like HKME. That's not a very good like easy way to make like a team name.
Des, are you included in the team?
No,
or
he's
are you
not.
just kind of like...
No.
Okay.
What the fuck? Is the presenter ever included in the team? Mehk sounds cool.
Mehk.
Mehk.
Team Mehk.
No. It's MEKH. The KH forms a ha.
Wait, where's the K come? Oh,
You're
wait, that's right. Yeah.
It's you dummy.
I'm very smart. I got guys. I'm very
Where's
smart.
the K come from?
I'm honestly fine with Team Mech, just like MEKH.
Okay.
Mehk.
So you're now Team Mehk.
Mehk.
So, it's the way the quiz is gonna work is that you guys will be competing with the next group for points.
So we've lost.
No, we got Mushroom.
Yeah, we got Mushroom. What do they have?
Don't
We got Mushroom.
What do they have?
They have one more member than you have.
Fuck.
Because, okay, Ambi was supposed to be on this episode. I don't think we've mentioned that, but Ambi wasn't available, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's okay. He's an idiot. He can't make it. It's fine.
So the way this is going to work is I'm going to give you the question, then I'm going to give you the possible answers, and you're going to have to choose one. It can't be the case to where one of you thinks it's one answer, and then another one thinks it's another.
Okay.
You guys
Unanimous.
have to get into the teamwork mindset.
Oh, so it's the EP9, Umineko EP9 logic. I see what you mean.
Yes, exactly. You all have to agree on the answer. So please, no punches, no kicking, no biting,
But that's all I know how to do.
But weapons are okay.
and please agree on the answer. So Team Mehk, your first question. I'm gonna show you some thumbnails from the book club, and you're gonna have to tell me what episode it is from.
Easy.
Okay.
What Umineko episode that is from. Not When We Cry episode, Umineko episode. Listeners, you can play along and tell us how many points you got. Yay.
Yeah.
So,
3.
I know exactly what it is. So
Oh.
I actually
come on, the one member from the book
Okay.
club. You gotta.
Because it's no. It's in the end. It's the beginning of the second part of our EP2 episode. Because the thing is that I always hated that thumbnail.
What?
Because I hated the fact that the problem about that thumbnail is that like simping for Canon is a whole conversation between Jessica and Canon. But Des did that twice. Des did this episode where it's called Simping for Shannon and Simping for Canon, and I thought they were both too similar that I like always wanted to mention to you that I wanted you to change one of them because it just like it doesn't give that episode identity. Like you could be simping for Canon at any moment or simping for Shannon at any moment, but like the Canon moment was really specific.
It's the cinematic parallels.
Yeah.
Symbolism.
Symbols.
Yeah, I'm going to agree.
I'll take mushroom. I'm not smart.
Yeah, the most knowledgeable person here is definitely Mushroom.
I am on every single book club episode. That is very true.
So Team Sigma Ligmas.
It's not Sigma Ligmas, it's
Sigma
Ligma Live.
Ligmas. No, it's getting
Ligma
worse.
Live. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Des.
Ligma Live.
It was Ligma Live.
Get it right. It's like when they call Muse
The
Use.
group is called Ligma Live, but we as individuals are called Sigma Ligmas. Anyway, let's get on to the to the show.
What episode is this thumbnail from?
Oh god.
2.
Oh, that's the second episode.
Yeah, it's episode 2.
I know for a fact that this is from fucking episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes, I agree.
You have agreed it is episode 2, and
Yeah, do we win?
Team Wigma Life, you are correct. You got 1 point now.
Oh, pog. Do we do a dance intermission now?
Yes, random dancing.
Team Mehk, you now have 1 point. Congratulations.
Oh, hooray.
This from me to do.
We have 1 point. Let's go.
We are now 1 point ahead of the other team.
Yeah, boy.
Wow, you are 1 point ahead of the team who hasn't recorded yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Next thumbnail.
Oh, this is EP. I remember this. I think this is still EP2.
Wait. This is the car that crashed
Yeah.
into the pole that managed to parallel park. It's the episode that we tried to record that we didn't. We literally just like babbled for the whole fucking episode, and I got so pissed that I messaged you that I was like, "There's nothing salvageable in this episode."
Is that EP2?
God.
I think that's still EP2 because I think that was the episode after the episode I was on.
It's not EP3.
Which was still in like before the halfway point of 2.
Yeah, actually, I think it's in the latter half of EP2 because I think at a certain point before we got to the whole wolf and sheep, we were basically just going in circles because the game basically has like a 5-parter where it's just like 7 hours of you reading about wolf and sheep. So I think it's that. So I don't think we actually mentioned that much shit in that episode.
Hey, listeners, open up the channel, open up the YouTube channel, and cheat.
If you do that, we're gonna ban you off the podcast.
No, okay. Horse game. You cheated on the OST episode, so
I
don't
did
do
not
that
cheat.
now, okay?
On the OST episode, fuck
Well,
you.
even if he did cheat, all he said was, "Is that Birth of a New Witch?" over and over again.
I was fucking around the entire episode.
Which episode is this one from?
Oh, fuck.
You're brave to
Why?
assume I watched the Umineko Book Club podcast.
I think it is episode 2 because of like Butler is like a dumb idiot there,
Wait.
right?
We just said the other one was episode 2 and we got that right.
And
I think it might be episode 1, but I'm not sure.
There's red text in it, so
Battler was pretty dumb in episode
I think
2.
this might be the end of episode 1, but I'm not sure.
no, the end was like the Gauntlet is Stolen and was Lies Beyond. I remember naming that episode and Des hated it.
True.
No, yeah. This is red text. This is red text to you.
Yeah, it has. I think it's episode 2.
Yeah, I don't have any
think so.
memory of this. So.
Okay, yeah, I guess episode 2.
That's a nice reasoning. What does the book club man have to say, though?
oh motherfucker. Let's say it's 2.
You guys were on episode 2 for a while.
Okay, so your answer is 2?
Yes.
If your answer is 2, you got 2 points. This one is
Yo.
also from episode 2.
Oh my god, yes. We are. There's a reason why we're called Ligma Live.
Okay, your answer is EP2. Alright. Anyway, Team Mehk, you now have 2 points. Congratulations.
Des, what happens if both teams get all the answers right?
Actually, there's 2 parts to this quiz. So the first part doesn't actually have any prize aside from you being able to flex on the other team. So if you both tie, nobody flexes.
No muscles.
That's funny.
Okay, third thumbnail.
Oh, that's the episode I was in. That's CP2. That's the episode literally before the last one.
Isn't that literally the episode? No, isn't that literally the episode right before the Dame Daze one?
Yeah, because I remember because I watched the episodes when they came out, and like, because I watched my episode, and the next episode was literally that Zamzera Zen, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Because we were talking because that's the episode where what the fuck? Lorenzo was like, I fucking hate children. Jesus Christ, like
I mean, he's like that in every episode.
yeah, but I think that's the Halloween party episode. That's when they found the body.
Yeah, that's my episode, I think.
Yeah, I think you were on.
Your episode, okay.
You think I don't know my own
It's your
episodes?
episode, go on.
My episode. I own the episode.
Okay, Ligma Lives, what is this one from then?
Oh, oops.
Lorenzo, come on.
This is a recent
Oh
one.
god, that's horrifying.
This is a recent one. Isn't this episode 3?
What?
No.
No.
Is it not?
No.
I think this was an episode that I was in, so I think 2?
This is definitely after me, so.
I vividly remember this monstrosity. Actually, you're right. This is probably episode 2, because
Des, are you really gonna make all of them episode 2? That'd be fucking funny but annoying.
I recall Lorenzo's rants about children.
The first of many.
I recall Lorenzo's rants about children around that time.
Yeah,
I
oops.
think
So
it makes sense for it to be episode 2 because episode 3 doesn't have that much Maria like being like
I'm
that.
almost certain this is the episode that I was in, which would have been episode 2.
it's episode 2, easy.
Okay, we're going episode 2 again. Fuck you, Des.
Okay, guys, you got 3 points.
You
What
fucker!
are
Like,
you doing,
what you always-
Des?
Let me explain. In my defense, episode 1 has super weird thumbnails that don't really say anything about the episode,
you could have just do the bad teacher one, last one.
and episode 3 is too recent. EP3 is too recent. You guys would have gotten it super easily.
This is a bad quiz. Then.
Whoa. Wow.
So what's your answer?
It's
EP2.
the EP2 Halloween
EP2.
party.
Team Mac, you now have 3
Go,
points.
go Team
Pick
Mehk.
any other
Yes.
episode. You didn't even pick EP1 or EP.
No, of course, like EP3 is too fresh on our minds.
He's using reverse psychology.
Okay, I wouldn't recognize the EP3 thumbnails.
Now it's gonna be the same shit, but about the log episode.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to guess. You're gonna have to guess what arc this is. You can say the name. You can say the number.
Do we have to really say the name? Or like, can we like describe it? Because the names are fucking stupid.
Okay, yes, you can. You can describe it. Say the number, whatever.
Alright, thank you.
Okay.
Which arc is this from?
That was 4th arc of Go. Because I know this was like the Hanyu Theory episode.
Isn't Arc 4 like Nikodamashi? Nikodamashi.
Okay, this is a little hard to not do spoilers, because I'm trying to, like, kind of roll back and think of what happened at the start of Neko Damashi.
Funny woman gets killed.
Yes.
No, I just know that this has this was like Dess's Theory episode that got strengthened by the start of Arc 4.
Okay, then should we go with Nikodamashi then?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Neko Damashi.
I'll go with what you guys say.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's.
Wait.
Oh, that's log episode 7. I know that.
What the fuck? You even know the
I just don't
number?
remember what arc it was. I just remember because that's the episode after Calendar Gate, and that's when it was just me, you, and
Me, you, and her.
Vincent. And because that's the episode we recorded like 3 times.
So if each arc is 2 episodes, then
It'd be 13 and 14, so that would be Neko Damashi still. Is that the beginning of Neko Damashi?
no.
Because that's before. Because that's before the freaking disgusting episodes. It must have been.
Yeah, episode 13 and 14 would have been episodes.
Actually, no, it's just 14. Because Countergate was covering the end of Tatari Damashien.
Okay.
Because it was just 14, because we wanted to catch up.
So
Des wanted to do his Hanyu
the
episode.
beginning of Neko Damashi then.
I've been so helpful.
Because little did we know, the next episode would start the descent into madness.
Is that your final answer, Nekodamashi?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Neko Damashi. How does that sound to you two?
Okay.
Team Mac, you have 4 points because this episode actually covers 2 arcs. It covers Tatari Damashi and one after that. So you could actually you had 2 correct answers.
If we had to guess that, I would have kicked your ass.
You could have said arc 3 or arc 4 and I would have counted it as correct. Team Wigma Live, you have 5 points. This episode
Hell yeah.
covers both the end of arc 3 and the start of arc 4. So both
Yes!
answers would have been right.
Yes.
Hey, so post-recording this here, you may have noticed that even though both teams have guessed correct with the same amount of questions, one of them is now in the lead. Because yes, I did fuck up the counting. But don't worry, we did realize it in recording, so we'll fix it, don't worry.
Anyway, Lorenzo, do you have time for one more?
I gotta bounce, but Ligma Live, my fate is in your hands. Do not let me down. Do not tarnish my name.
It's okay, we're gonna win.
We'll give you a Viking funeral.
All right, I'll catch you guys later. Nice talking to
See you,
you.
Lorenzo.
I'll see you later.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So,
It was nice with you. See you.
Goodbye.
So you
Pog.
you have one West member.
Easier agreeing time.
Next thumbnail.
Yo!
here we go, it's calendar game.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy,
Yeah,
oh boy.
Arc 3.
I wonder where this was from. I wonder where
Wait,
this
no,
was
the
from.
very end of Arc 3.
Okay, arc 3, is that your final answer?
Yeah, they're the ones that made calendar games, so I'm gonna agree with
Yeah.
That's easy.
Oh,
that's easy. That's
that's
Tatari
Calendargate.
Damacy.
That's Tatari Damacy.
That's Calendar Gate.
Congratulations, you have 5 points. Okay, 6 points.
I mean, well.
You guys are killing it.
I mean, I didn't want to make it too hard. And now, for the last thumbnail of this round of trivia, one of my favorite thumbnails. What arc is this from?
This is from Satoko Washi.
That's Satoko destroying Arc.
Satoko Washi. Because Wishy Washi, the funny Pokemon.
What about this one though?
That's Neko Damashi.
No, that's
Satoko
Satoko.
Washi.
That's Satoko Washi.
Satoko Washi. I remember this because I actually listened to this episode for fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is ridiculous. This is just Looper reacts.
I remember this episode because I asked for Des to make that the thumbnail in the episode.
Yeah, this thumbnail was gonna be one of my favorites, to be honest.
It's really good.
Kids react to...
This is the last one, and you got 6 points. It is Satoko Washi.
Yeah, we did it. We won.
Yes.
Okay, so your final answer is Satoko Washi.
Yeah.
Yes.
7 points.
Oh my
Damn,
gosh.
we're on fire.
We are pro gamers.
You are certified when we
We are
cry
going,
friends.
and then we are going to live love life. We are going to win love life, Pog.
Oh my gosh, this is just like in the final of Love Live.
As the other group is currently in the other voice call watching Yu-Gi-Oh, I think.
Yeah. They are. It's the
Fucking
Sinus
losers.
arc in 5Ds, like Dark Sinus. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
So, for the third question.
We already did the third question.
No. You did 2 questions. Each of them with 3 thumbnails to guess.
Sub-questions.
Oh, okay.
This is literally the most confusing thing possible. But yes, continue, please.
We got
Des.
this, team. We got this. We're gonna beat those suckers in insert whatever stupid team name they chose. Our team name's better. Fuck you.
It's Mehk.
No, their team name. I'm talking about the people who haven't recorded who are gonna record.
Oh, they're called bitch.
So, I will give you 4 thumbnails now, and you're gonna tell me which video is the longest.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna tell you that there's a 5th answer, which is none of the above.
So for that,
Wait, the longest out of the whole channel?
Yes, one of these videos is the longest in the whole channel, not counting episodes that aren't out yet for obvious reasons.
Okay.
Just so our audience knows, the latest episode out is the one about the epitaph. So
Yeah,
that's what we're
so-
working with.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I know it's not Umineko is the shit because when you send me that video, it was like an hour long, which is
Wait. So Des is also saying that it's possible that it's none of these and that it's one that is longer than this.
Okay, Des, I think I had this conversation with you. Didn't we just decided that the Red Truth episode, the Web of Red Truth episode, is the longest out of the whole thing?
Could it be?
Yes, I'm pretty
He
sure.
can't answer
We had
that.
this going.
I know Calendar Gate's the longest log episode because it was almost 2 hours, but I don't think it's the longest one.
How long was Calendar Gate?
Calendar Gate's an hour and 45 minutes because I just watched it not that long ago.
Oh yeah, that's probably the longest. I actually can't think of. I'm
Because
pretty
alternative answer, I have no idea how long that is. Like
both the alternative and the Web of Red Truth, I think, is around an hour and 30 minutes to an hour and 40 minutes. So if you say Calendar Gate is almost 2 hours, then I think you might be more correct.
If Calendar Gate is almost 2 hours. It's either that or how long is the April Fool's episode?
Yeah, the April Fool's episode.
like an hour.
Okay.
Most episodes are like an hour to hour 15.
Most episodes are an hour. Yeah.
Calendar. I'll
because they're gonna guess they're gonna guess Calendar Gate and be wrong, and if they're wrong, it'll keep us at 10.
I'm really torn between Calendar Gate and alternative answer right
no,
now.
alternative answer definitely is shorter than Calendar Gate.
Okay,
I feel
you're the alternative answer expert, so I'm gonna say Calendar Gate.
You guys already outnumber me, so anything I voted for wouldn't get in. But yeah, just go Calendar Gate. But if it is my debut episode that is the longest, I'm so sorry. And if it is the April Fool's episode that is the longest, I'm so sorry.
It's Calendar Gate. I'm putting all my eggs in the basket of Calendar Gate.
Yeah, Calendar Gate.
Oh my god, I'm so good at multiple choice.
I'm pretty sure Calendar Gate is the longest episode. I think.
First of all, where to start? I am almost positive where to start was not a super long episode. It was. I was in that episode. We basically were like, do you start with Umineko or Higurashi? For some ungodly reason, some people said Umineko, and we debated it.
It was me.
Last I remember, Calendar Gate was the longest episode at almost 2 hours, and I don't think that the other smoking room episodes are as long as Calendar Gate.
I remember being in the Umineko music video, but I don't remember how long. I don't think it was
Okay,
that
Yeah,
long.
I don't think the alternate answer or the Umineko music
Yeah.
video overtook Calendar Gate.
I guess the only real question is there anything you guys can think of that was longer than Calendar Gate?
Maybe the introduction episode?
No, I think the introduction episode was like 50 minutes.
There was a lot of us, sure.
I just remember the recording was like super fucking long, like getting everything set up, but I don't remember much about the episode.
Calendar Gate was definitely the longest episode last I checked.
Okay.
And I don't think the newer episodes overtook it.
I would say Calendar Gate as well.
Out of these, I would have to say Calendar Gate's the longest, but the fact that none of the above was a valid answer kind of makes me hesitant.
Yeah.
However, I think I will go with your logic, Yinsit, and I will agree.
Okay, so Calendar Gate is the final answer. So, with 1 hour and 43 minutes, the longest episode on our channel is the Calendar Gate episode. You got it
Oh my
right.
god!
Holy
Oh my
shit.
god!
We're killing it.
Like,
Pog.
The longest episode is Calendar Gate, and you got 7 points.
Yes.
My
Yes.
question: how long was alternative answer?
I have it here. Alternative answer is 1 hour and 36 minutes.
I know Umineko music is the shit is like an hour and like 40 seconds.
Mr. Desman, what's the next question?
The next question is the same shit, but for the shortest video. So we have
Oh, it's a Konya.
these 4 videos here. And of course, the none of these answer also applies.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
fuck.
it's the go reaction final. I feel like it's go finale.
Why is finale spelled wrong?
Oh my god, that's. Oh my god, that's probably that's why probably nobody watched our episode because it was spelled wrong.
Are you kidding me? It's one of the episodes with the most amount of views, Mushroom.
Fuck, that's okay. Well,
I think it's the finale.
Okay, it's not highlights because highlights is like a half hour.
Yeah, I think it's the.
So Konya episodes like 20 something minutes.
I know there was a lot that had to be cut out of the first Sotsu log because we didn't really know what to talk about at the time, but I don't.
But
think
I don't think the Sotsu log is that short of the first one. I think that was like 40 minutes.
a Go episode is how long is a Go episode? 20 something minutes.
23 minutes.
I feel like it is literally like under 30. Like I feel like every other episode that's in here is over.
Okay, yeah, but then you guys could have a post-episode discussion.
We didn't. I'm pretty sure we didn't say anything after Go fight.
That was literally just us reacting to the final episode.
Because I think we went straight into the podcast after we finished.
That was us reacting to the final episode. We recorded something separate later because I remember I left work to go record the finale reaction.
So final answer.
I'm gonna say Go React.
Yeah.
If what they're saying is accurate, it's probably Go React.
I'm also gonna go with Go Reacts.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I tell you the answer, I'm gonna have to change the correct answer because I asked the question wrong. So what I wanted to ask was which video is the shortest, and then the answer would have been the update video.
Oh.
But because I asked which episode is the shortest, that video is not an episode, so I can't count that in.
Oh, so was it supposed to be like a trick question? Like,
Yes.
like you being like,
Yes.
oh,
Which episode is this? I don't even count the highlights or the Higurashi log as episodes, though, or the Go React as episodes.
So, changing the correct answer, the shortest episode we have is...
It should be the Go finale reaction, because I think that the beach episode was like 30 minutes, and like Go React was just the length of an episode.
But like highlights was only like 10 minutes, wasn't it?
Yes.
No, highlights was... I think highlights was like at least 30 minutes or maybe 40 minutes.
No, it was like 10 minutes. What?
Oh,
No?
It was.
Time to stay silent.
No, I'm pretty fucking sure.
Was it? I don't.
I think I saw the
Was it?
highlights episode. I mean, unless is there more than one highlights video? Or is it just the one?
No, we just have the one highlight.
Okay, in which case I'm pretty sure that it's more than 10 minutes. So, because I think I've seen that one. Because I was curious. I was like, what have these guys been doing without me?
Did you like it?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? Because I feel like I want to say went back pretty recently and watched the highlights.
I think the highlights video was like 30 or 40 minutes.
It wasn't 40 minutes.
No, I don't think it was 40, but I think 30 minutes is probably...
Yeah, I think it was around the 30 mark.
Because there were a lot of, like, tangents in there, and I don't feel like...
Yeah, like, it was highlights from every episode. It wasn't a short little thing.
No, okay, here's my logic. There were a lot of, like, funny tangents in there, and our tangents go on for a long time.
Well, we know the length of the Go finale react because it was the length of a fucking episode.
But did we talk after?
I would think that would have to be the shortest one.
Did we not talk about the episode before or after?
No, we didn't.
Okay,
you know, I do like Jensen's confidence.
Yeah. I believe. I trust in Jensen. He's been always right.
You know what?
So.
I'm with Jensen.
I stand with Jensen. Jensen 2024. I don't know.
I stand with Jensen.
So Team Ligma Live believes it is the Go finale react. And the shortest episode, with 25 minutes, the shortest episode is indeed the Go finale react.
Oh my god, we are...
Congratulations, people. 9 points.
People with good taste. Hey, 9! That's the amount that, Muse and Aqua Love Live groups have.
Oh, true.
Wait a minute. I skipped a point. You actually only have 8 points up until now.
What?
Because I was like, wait a minute. We have more points than questions up until now.
Well, that's why I asked. You said we got bonus points for Hanyu bullying hours.
No, I didn't say bonus points. I just gave you the wrong number.
Wow.
Okay, so you have 8 points actually.
Math hard.
See, this is why I can't plan stuff alone. Like I'm so dumb.
That's fine.
The Go finale reaction episode. You got 8 points.
Wait, how long was the Konya one? Is that like? I thought that was like pretty...
32 minutes.
Really? Oh, okay. That was longer than I
Wait,
thought
so
it
how
was.
long was the Sotsu log? Since these are all pretty short, I imagine they're like the sum of the shortest.
Sotsu log was 35.
Oh shit, that is
very short.
That's short for a Sotsu log.
Yeah, because we had nothing to talk about. Thanks, Sotsu.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad you didn't say video because when you said episode, I focused entirely on the episodes that I could remember and not on the videos. Because if you said video, I probably would have gone like, someone upload a shit post to the channel or something?
Yeah.
Last question of the group trivia.
Okay.
I'm going to give you this image, and now you're going to have to tell me which one of the sequence of numbers corresponds to Umineko episode length by word count.
Oh god.
From the biggest to the smallest.
Oh, hey, I've seen this before.
Episode 4 is the highest, episode 4 is the highest, episode 7 is the lowest.
Do you know that from memory?
Yeah, like you sent us like a Reddit document once. It was like episode 4 was the highest and like...
That was like 5 months ago.
Yeah, and like episode 7 is like so fucking short and dumb and I hate it, so that's why I memorized that. I fucking hate that episode. So
Okay, yeah, if we can like just start with the beginning and end points, then that would only be the first. So
Is 1 really that long? I don't remember 1 being that long.
7 is the shortest.
I think it was long.
When was it? Yeah, well, 7's the shortest.
Wait, it has to be the
just-
first one. Am I an idiot?
Or...
It has to be
Yeah,
the first one.
No.
or like I was thinking that maybe like 8 should be like kind of low, but the other ones where 8 is lower or 7 is up at the highest.
No,
which
no, no,
couldn't
but-
be fucking right.
Okay, but
Look,
you gotta...
look at the second one.
It has to be the first one because episode 7 is the shortest one. I know that from memory. And episode 4 is the highest
Okay,
one.
yeah.
Okay, but what if you're wrong?
I'm going to.
But I'm not wrong. That's the thing.
Okay,
Okay,
you know
yeah,
what?
I'm just going to trust your memory.
I'm gonna
on
trust
7,
Sayome, and if she's wrong, she gets banned.
'cause, like,
Okay.
I don't think that the first is the shortest, even though it being one of the longest is still kind of odd, but it makes sense.
Episode 1 is like slow. Like really.
I just find it hard to believe it's the third longest one. But maybe it is, I don't know.
5 and 6 aren't really that long, to be honest.
I think 5 is on the longer side. I do agree with that, please.
Okay, what do we think about 2? Because either it's the second...
Yeah, 2 being the second shortest makes more sense than it being the third longest.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm right and you are wrong.
But yeah, let's go with the first option.
Yeah, Sayame is right.
Okay, and the first option has been chosen. So, the group, Ligma Life, finishes the quiz section with 9 points. Congratulations, it was the first one.
I told you, I told
You're
you.
getting promoted to admin, Sayame.
Amazing.
I told you I knew it.
Oh, I already know that. It's the first one.
The first one.
It's literally the first one. EP7 is the one with the least word count.
First one.
The first one.
The first
Okay,
one.
the first one, it's correct.
Yeah.
You got 9.
Okay, so we get 9
It's literally
Yeah. Now we can exit the.
EP7 is the, I just looked at all of them and see, oh, EP7 has the least number. I know that. Where's EP7 at the end?
Congratulations, guys, you fucking tied with the other group.
I mean, these questions weren't hard.
Wait,
so...
give us our bonus point back.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Give us the bonus point back.
Did the previous group go, oh yeah, we got a perfect score, we win?
I don't actually remember.
It was 10 hours.
Well, I would like to point out we came up with a much better name, so I think we should get a bonus point on that basis.
True.
Give us an extra point in addition to the returning the old point you took away from us for the stolen valor.
Shut up! I'm an objective judge. I'm not gonna fall for that.
Also, like, they had a handicap in me because I genuinely don't know very much about these episodes, and Lorenzo left.
One handicap.
I'm trying to get us an extra point, Sayo!
Okay, so next up, I have yet another surprise, but you're gonna have to give me 2 minutes just to go tell my dad that I'm gonna be late for dinner.
Can your dad join the podcast?
So the next segment is also going to be a quiz, except instead of working with each other, you're going to be competing against each other.
Oh no.
And there will be an actually great prize, I would say, for the winner. So I hope you give your best, because honestly, I'd love to be on that side of this prize. So,
Okay, but can you tell us how it works? Like, do we have to buzz anything or
of
like
course,
type or
I was gonna explain it now, Sayome. Calm down.
Sorry.
So, first of all of you, please open your DMs with me, because that's where you're gonna write your answers.
Always does.
So the way this is gonna work is that I'm gonna give you a time frame, which is gonna be a minute, and in that minute, you are gonna have to write as many words that fit the criteria I'm gonna tell you as possible.
I'm a fast typer.
If it is mistyped, it doesn't count.
Oh no.
Just throwing that out there.
Oh, what the fuck? He's gonna say like fucking like biology.
This is gonna be stupid.
Is it stupid? Okay, if you win, you don't get the prize then.
I hate you.
That's a wonderful idea. You are my favorite podcast host.
Are you actually taking away my beloved prize?
No, I'm not. And for your information, listeners, any time-related activity in this video is gonna be edited, so it's not gonna be portrayed with the full time that it took, because otherwise there would be just a lot of silence. So if you are playing along with us in these activities as you listen to the video, you could pause the video and start a timer and just come back after you have your answers. So there's that. Just wanted to let you know that. Let us start. So, in a minute, you will have to write 10 Umineko characters without the letter A in the name they are usually called by. So, for example, Ushiromiya Kinzo, only Kinzo counts. Ushiromiya doesn't count. So even though Ushiromiya has an A in it, you can say Kinzo and it counts.
Okay.
So, you can start now.
Wait.
This is hard.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
And time. Hands in the air.
I did not get very many there.
Yeah, I didn't.
And just as a side note, writing their Japanese names in Japanese characters doesn't count.
I wonder who was doing that.
Oh wait, I've got it. I've got one.
Fuck.
I've got one.
Fuck.
And
Oh, no.
time. Everybody, hands on the air.
Wait, time?
Hands in the air.
Time already?
Yes.
Damn.
Everybody keeps talking, so it's really hard to type.
Yeah.
I can only think of 2 names.
So let's see. Horsecam got 2 points on this first question. Horsecam said Genji and Kinzo. Kirby also got 2 points. Kirby said Peace and Genji. Epots got 1 point with Genji. Everybody remembers Genji. I'm sure he'd be glad about that.
And Mushroom got 8 points.
No, I couldn't type that many. I was gonna type Frou. Wait, are you supposed to just write Hoshino Miya family characters?
No, it's any Umineko character works.
Everybody, Kinzo has an A in his name.
No, he
Kinzo Shiromi.
Yeah, Kinzo Yoshimiya.
I would assume he means first name.
Okay, it's the usual name people call them by.
That's stupid.
Okay, fine.
If that were the case, I would have been titling I would have been with like Kyrie, and then I would have been like I would have typed in so many.
I'm gonna summon the energy of serenity right now. Cope.
Well,
Right.
Okay, Epots, if it makes you feel better, because Kirby and Horsegame got 2 points, I'll give you 1 more point and you'll be equal.
oh, because everybody got 2. Did everybody get 2? Mushroom,
No, how much?
Mushroom got more. So Mushroom got Genji, Rudolph, Kyrie. Then she couldn't finish writing Furfur, so I don't think I'm gonna count that.
No, that's fine. I just literally never finish typing it, and I was like, well, whatever.
And then she wrote Ginzo with a G.
Ginzo.
I'm just gonna count it as a mistype. Yeah. So Mushroom got 3 points.
Genji.
Gotta love my Ginzo.
Oh no! I forgot Genji.
Well, you can't put it down now. Time's up.
I forgot Genji.
Genji is one character that everybody on the other group remembered.
I didn't.
I'm gonna be real. I was pompously trying to think of like the more obscure characters, like Kawabata the boat driver, and then when I finally remembered his name, I realized there's like a million A's in his name.
Kawabata, he has 4. He has 4 A's. So Anon said Furfur, Will, Rion, Rudolph, and Okonogi. So he has 5 points. Good job, mate. Saime said Bern. Okay, I'm gonna count that. Bern, Will, Leon, Kyrie, Rudolph, Belphegor, and Okonogi. That's 7. Holy shit.
Belphegor has an A in it, doesn't it?
No, it's all E's.
Oh.
Belphegor.
Who the fuck is that?
That's one of the 7 snakes of Purgatory.
Oh man, I could have done Beelzebub.
Jensen wrote Ryukishi.
True.
So anyway, from those that count, Jensen wrote Kinzo, Will, George, and Virgilius. Which, holy shit, you remember Virgilius. Well done. 4 points.
I was wondering if Virgilius would count as a canon character or not.
It is a character.
Virgilia in her introduction calls herself Vigilius for 1 second.
That's not what they're mostly known by, though.
Yeah. So, Evatris wrote Kinzo, Leon, Rudolph, and George. So 4 points for...
Yo, I won. What the fuck? I thought I did so badly.
Let's go to the next question. There are 3 questions of this kind. So you've gone through the first one. The second one, I don't know how familiar you are with Higurashi characters, but in a minute, write 7 Higurashi characters without the letter A in their name. Starting now. I can't fucking believe what I'm seeing. Okay, time's up.
I probably got it wrong.
No, I think that would be cheating, but I'm just gonna send it anyway.
Could you stop umming out loud?
I'm trying to think.
Time.
Okay.
So let's see how you guys did. Mushroom has Keiichi, Shion, Mion, and Okonogi. So you got
Fuck Okonogi! I should have thought of Okonogi!
4 points. Mushroom now has 7 points in total.
Okay.
Next up, Epots. Epots wrote Keiichi, Oishi, Mion, Shion, Teppei, the Colonel.
The Colonel.
The Colonel isn't his name. Wait, do you mean... No, even if it's Colonel Standards, that isn't his name. It's Standards. So, 5 points plus the 2 you already have. You got 7 points in total. Epots and Mushroom are now tied. Now, Kirby.
Yeah.
You got Keiichi, Shion, Mion, Oishi, and Yuon and Onui Teppei. So that makes 5 points plus 2, 7. Goddamn, are you guys all gonna tie? Horsegame wrote, goddamn, you got so many. Keiichi, Teppei, Oishi, Mion, Shion, Jiro. Okay, I guess that counts. Irie and Chie. So 8 plus 2. Holy shit, Horsegame has 10 points right now.
Yes!
What's
Technically, okay, first of all, should I technically have Jiro, because that's technically what the name people don't call him by.
Takano calls him Jiro. So
then I could have used Mio.
But like nobody calls Kirie just to Shiromiya, you know, that's what I meant. So, okay, starting with Sayome, because I was looking at Sayome's. So, Sayome wrote Keiichi, Mion, Okonogi, Oishi, and Meow. Of course, I'm not gonna count Meow.
What the fuck? Have you seen Go? Fuck you. When you see the Satsu ending, you're
If
gonna
me writing Ryukishi doesn't count, then you don't get anything.
You're going to see at the end of Satsu. I'm going to fucking kill all of
Sayome,
you.
shut the fuck up. Meow doesn't count. Sayome has 4 points, and I said that I couldn't believe what I was seeing because Sayome wrote Mion, but then forgot about Shion.
Oh my fucking god. I literally don't even know Shion existed. Like, I forgot her existence.
So, Anon wrote Keiichi, Mion, Shion, Okonogi, Oishi, and Teppei. 6 characters. Well done. So, Sayome has 12 points up until now. No, she doesn't. She has
It's
11.
11. Can you do math?
I don't think I'm capable of thinking of more than 4 characters in that time frame.
Yeah.
Because I put up 4 again.
Like, fuck Higurashi.
Yeah, I just fucking couldn't remember any Umineko character name.
Anon and Sayome are tied with 11 points up until now.
Yo.
Evatris said Mion, Shion, Keiichi, and Okonogi, so that's 4 points. Plus the 4 she already had. She has 8 points right now.
Please do Sequoia characters now, please.
No, we're not gonna do Kikonya characters.
No.
Yensid said Mion, Shion, Keiichi, Oishi, Teppei, and Chie. However, he wrote Keiichi with 1 I.
Fuck you.
So Yensid got 5 points, which makes him have 9 points. So let's go to the last question and see how the tables turn.
We'll all tie, so Des has to give a prize to all of us.
Yeah.
I don't think I could make it up that quickly.
Okay, yeah, let's rig this.
Okay, in a minute, you're gonna write 3 Umineko song titles without the letter A in them. Starting now.
Does it have to be like spelled correctly?
But
like with every like symbol or whatever, or like.
If it does have symbols, then yeah.
Wait, so it caps at 3. Can I say more than 3 in case one of them's misspelled?
Yes. Time, hands in the air. So I just want to explain why the cap at 3 exists. So the cap at 3 exists because I'm dumb and I did not take into account that people who were with less than 3 points from the number 1 would not have a chance at getting up there, which is not something I wanted, but something I did not take that into account, which is just a byproduct of me planning the episode alone.
Oh my god.
Mushroom did call me out on that on the first group, but since they had already gone through with that rule, I thought it would not be just for you to like get the better question, and they have the worst question, so that's why the cap is there.
Shit.
I can't think of a third one.
And time.
Okay.
Stop typing, everyone.
There was a few that came to mind, but I didn't remember how to spell them.
Yeah, I thought about
That
suspicion,
fucking,
but I didn't know how to spell suspicion. I was like, sus. I was gonna write sus. I was like,
I'm gonna actually hurt you.
Let us see. So, Horsegame wrote Prison Strip and Deep Vujir. He's got 12 points now.
Okay.
Epods. Epods wrote Executioner, Deep Vujir, Rebirth of the Golden Witch, question mark. Rebirth of the Golden Witch isn't a song.
So you got 1 point.
That's fair.
So, Kirby wrote Life, Deep Vujir, and Bounce.
Bounce? Bounce?
No, sorry, man. Bounce isn't a song.
That's the name of one of our sound effects we have. I think that's from Higurashi, too.
Oh, never mind. It's called something else. I got it wrong. I was thinking of feathers.
Ah, fair, yeah. You got 9 points, Kirby, in total.
Yo, 9!
Let's see how many Mushroom has. Bujir, which is missing the dip. Then she wrote Witch in Gold, Golden Sneer, and End of the World. But only it caps at 3. So
yeah.
Mushroom got 10 points. And our winner is Horsegame with 12 points.
Yo. Congratulations.
Hey, happiness.
You only told us to write 3. Like, do you wanted us to write more than 3?
Wait, did Horsegame say more than 3?
No.
What I mean by that, Des, is that nobody could have gotten more points if Horsegame got all 3 right, then nobody could have basically beat him.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
But did you understand what I mean by this? That's a bad design choice if you decided to cap at 3.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean by I shouldn't think about things alone.
It's okay, you know what? That's the desk charm. Also, that's the desk charm.
Evatrice wrote Hope, so she has 1 point.
That's it. That's the one track.
With a total of 9. Anon wrote Deep Vujir and Golden Sneer Well done.
Yo.
2 points. So you have 13 points now. Sayome wrote Towering Cloud in Summer. Well done. Remembering that it does not have a D between in summer. As stupid as it is, it's not Towering Cloud in the summer. It's Towering Cloud in Summer. Then Fake Red Shoes.
There's an A in Fake Red Shoes.
The Executioner and this code. 15 points. Holy shit. Ah, true. I forgot about the cap. Wait, no, you have 14. I am such a bad host. Holy shit.
No, I'm an idiot for writing A.
And Yancy wrote Rose, Golden Nocturne, and System Zero. So he has.
System Zero was the other one I tried to remember.
Yep, 12. So Sayome, you won.
Yo,
With 14
pog. What do I get now? Do I get money?
Do you want to know how much the winner of the previous group got?
How many?
20.
Horse Scam got 12.
Yo, I won.
I beat Horse Game. Does that count for something?
Are you gonna join me on Horse Scam making out now?
Sayome, you're engaged to your girlfriend.
I'm not engaged, but I mean, I want to be, but...
Wait, Dust, hypothetical here. Sayome and I almost did tie. What would have happened then?
Idol contest.
I think you will get with the context of what I'm about to say.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Sayome. So, Horse Scam,
Yeah! I'm ready!
as the winner of this show we're doing here, I, Des, the Witch Apprentice of the Witch of Continuity, challenge you to beat the closed room murder thing I prepared for you.
Oh
my god.
Everybody in this call is gonna be allowed to throw out their blue truths against the mystery. But this mystery caps at 10 minutes. And once those 10 minutes are over, Horse Game, the winner, is gonna be allowed to throw out the last blue truth. And if he wins, the witch dies. But if he doesn't, the witch revives. And this mystery is officially classified as the doing of the witch. So Horse Game and everybody else.
So fucking ridiculous.
Here is the mystery. Des lived in a great mansion with a cute anime girl. The girl liked the countryside mansion because it freed her from the noise of the city, while Des liked it because he got to see the girl get all flustered every time a creepy crawly would find its way inside. They lived happily together, despite their obvious differences. Although many people would argue they are quite similar. Maybe that was why they were able to live together like they did.
Is this the plot of a different VN?
You can't interrupt the narrator.
Their shiny days ended, however, when one day, upon coming home and opening Des's room, she screams. All over the room there are signs of a struggle. The now open door had previously been locked with a key. The windows do not open, and the vents the room has are not big enough for someone to pass through. And yet, not a single person is inside Des's room. The room in question is composed of a single door that can only be locked or unlocked with a key from the outside, the sturdy double windows that do not open, and the vents that allow air to circulate since the windows don't open. Furthermore, the metal plates that were always left in Des's room were in an unusual place, and the food was scattered about. This was one of the most easy to notice differences between the two, but even though Des always ate in his room, he never made such a mess. So, witch hunters, what happened to Des?
Okay, blue truth. A non-human entered the room.
Nox first. It is forbidden for the culprit to be anyone not mentioned in the early part of the story.
Blue truth. Every time a creepy crawly would find its way inside. A creepy crawly is not a human.
What happened to Des?
Oh yeah, what happened to Des? Blue truth. Des was never in the room to begin with.
Red truth. Des was in the body. In the room. Fuck. I mean, Des was in the body.
Blue truth, quote unquote, the girl refers to more than one party.
Nox first. It is forbidden for the culprit to be anyone else not mentioned in the early part of the story. Red truth. The only named characters mentioned are Des and the girl. And the girl counts as a name, kinda, I guess.
Blue truth. Des and the girl are the same person.
He's clearly dead on the floor. He's not. He's not. He's not him.
No, it didn't mention anything about a body.
Red truth. Again. The only person in the room is the girl once she comes inside.
Therefore, the girl is Des.
So there's no body.
Yeah, the corpse just disappeared. And I want you to explain how it disappeared.
Blue truth, there never was a corpse.
Red truth, there was a corpse.
That's okay. No. This is kind of stupid. Wait. Blue truth. Des' corpse. Des Des was a corpse, and then the creepy crawlies came in and ate Des's corpse, and there's no corpse.
Red Truth, fuck you.
Red Truth, such a thing is impossible in this story. Witch hunters. I wonder how you will break through my perfect closed room mystery.
That's so stupid.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. The witch came in, hit Des with the horny bat, and then took his corpse to horny hell.
Blue Truth, this is a perfectly sealed room. The windows, and by perfect sealed room, I mean the windows are sealed, the door was sealed beforehand, and the vents were sealed beforehand.
Red Truth, the windows do not open. The door was locked after the girl locked the door and seeing Des inside, and it only was unlocked when she came back and unlocked it herself.
She unlocked it herself?
Blue Truth, she had the key to unlock the door. She had the key to unlock the door the entire time.
Red Truth, yes, obviously, she opened the door.
Wait, no, Blue Truth, there's more than one keys to this door.
Nox 8, it is forbidden for the case to be resolved with clues that are not presented.
Then how the fuck, what do you mean? Like, you said this door was, okay, you said the fucking room is locked.
Yeah.
And like what? Like, then like Des could have just left and like made a mess of this room, left, locked it with a door.
Red Truth, Des was in the room, closed Red Truth, until I, the witch, took him away, of course.
Blue Truth, he was not dead when he walked when he was away.
Red Truth, Des did die.
How the
Blue Truth, Des didn't die in the room.
Red Truth, Des did die in the room.
Blue Truth, the food that's scattered around the room is actually pieces of Des.
Red Truth, the food scattered around Des is not Des.
That's amazing.
Blue Truth, Des's heart was stopped while he was in the room, killing him. He was taken out of the room and then revived.
What the fuck? Red Truth, nobody revives.
Cause, okay.
Blue Truth, this room has no ceiling.
Red Truth, the room does have a ceiling, a normal ceiling, a ceiling like any other room would have. Cackle, cackle, cackle.
Blue Truth, the floor, there is no floor in this room.
Red Truth, nothing floats in this mystery.
No, Blue Truth, Des committed suicide.
Red Truth, Des did not commit suicide.
Wait, when was the door locked?
Blue Truth, the door was never locked.
Red Truth, the door was locked.
So we know that there's only one key to the door. The only person who had the key to the door was the girl in this scenario. The girl does not refer to more than one individual. The room has floor and ceiling. We haven't checked if it has walls yet, but I'm going to just assume it has walls.
Red Truth, what Kirby said is true.
Blue Truth, the girl is a Dakimakura.
Red Truth, the girl is a breathing human. She has 2 arms, 2 legs, and 20 fingers.
Doesn't sound human.
Wait a minute, that's offensive against
20 fingers.
Wait, get that Red Truth out.
20 fingers. I'm sorry.
This mystery is you caught it with fallacy. Your closed room is inaccurate.
Could the door be locked from the inside, or is it only locked and unlocked?
Red Truth, irrelevant. Cackle, cackle, cackle.
What the fuck does it mean by unrelevant?
The only thing you need to know is that Red Truth, Des cannot lock or unlock the door.
Okay.
Oh, Des cannot unlock and lock the door?
Des cannot unlock or lock the door. Okay. So far, let's just go over what we have so far. So, before we throw out any more blue truths, let's just see with what we have so far. So we know it's a normal room. We know
Des is cut up and in the vents.
We know... it's not a bad one. Go for it.
Blue Truth, Des is cut up and in the vents.
Red Truth, Des is not cut up. Wherever he may be, he's not cut up.
No single person is inside the Des's room just means a person just becomes unpersoned? Like...
Red Truth, no personality bullshit takes place in this mystery.
Yeah, man. Blue Truth, there is a corpse in the wall. Des's corpse is inside the walls.
What the fuck? Red Truth, Des's corpse is not inside the wall. Close Red Truth, it is in the Golden Land. I took him there personally.
Okay, so
personally,
we have to think about it. So it also applies that no made up technology that didn't exist before. It's we can't say that Des got disintegrated or whatever.
Okay, so the problem that we have right now is that we have a room that is locked. Des is not in there. Des's body is not in there, and there's only one key that's held by the girl. And there's a mess in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, we know that it was mentioned earlier that Des eats in his room. I don't know how important that's going to be, but it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
Blue Truth. When the girl left this morning to lock the door, Des was already not in the room in the first
Red
place.
Truth. Des was in the room by then.
Why would she lock that? Why would she lock the door?
She's kinky like that. What can I say?
The girl basically keeping Des confinement since Des can't open a locked door, correct?
Red Truth. Yes.
No, okay. I mean, hey, if you're into that, but no.
I'm not saying I'm into that. Please don't block me.
Can you say that in red? Can you say you're not into it?
Blue Truth, the screws of the door were unscrewed.
Red Truth. No part of the room was dismantled.
I'm going to make a repetition request. The room simply has a bed in it with Des's food.
If you want to simplify it, Red Truth. The room only has Des's bed, Des's plate, Des's scattered food, and windows, door, and that's all the fucking objects that are relevant to this murder.
Okay, Blue Truth, Des left the moment the door was open.
Red Truth. Des did not leave through the door.
Okay, so what is the best theory we can think of right now? We need to stop just saying blue truths just to try and cover our asses. So, are we trying to figure out who killed Des, or just where Des is?
You're trying to figure out what happened to Des.
Oh, well, the girl just murdered him when she left. And
Red Truth. The girl is not a murderer.
Then it can't be anyone according to your Red Truth. No one was mentioned.
No, there's no one in the story.
Is there nobody else in the story?
Yeah, there's only 2 people mentioned in the story. By Noxus first, you cannot...
Red Truth. There is another agent in the story that is capable of murder.
Is it the creepy crawly?
Let me read it okay, let's just read it exactly how Des wrote it, just to... Because there's probably some wordplay in there.
The many people? Was he murdered by a mob?
The murder isn't actually that important in this case. What we're trying to figure out is where is Des? Where did Des go?
Time.
Okay.
Okay. Does Riley still get to present his final theory?
Of course.
I don't really have a lot to go on. So, you said he's not in the vents, he's not inside the walls, but he's just not in the room. Okay, you said Des is dead, and the door was locked from the... I know I'm repeating a lot of information, but it helps my brain. I'm gonna be really mad when we get this.
Yeah.
What if Des got eaten?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The witch. I can't believe I have to call him that. The witch established that the corpse could not have been eaten by insects. However, they did not establish that they couldn't have been eaten by a person.
Yeah.
But it would take a long time to be eaten. Yeah, he was strangled by toilet paper.
Oh my god.
A joke no one's ever gonna get.
I did. Des did go out of his way to say she was an anime girl.
Oh, okay. Wait. Red Truth. That was just a funny.
That was just a funny. The anime girl.
I wish there was a point in Umineko where Beatrice was like, Red Truth, that was just a funny.
Des was never a person to begin with.
Des is a person.
Okay, so your blue truth is that I am not a person?
Yes.
Okay, then here's the thing. I've been accepting those kinds of blue truths because we were rapid firing blue truths, but the thing is that a blue truth needs to contribute to a theory. So you can't just throw out blue truths like they are red truths. You have to actually build a theory around a blue truth. So build something around me not being a person.
You not being a person, so therefore you have not died. Because you were a corpse all along.
No, I said I did die. I said Des did die.
Actually, you were dead all along. She locked you inside the room with a plate of food, and
I was already dead?
You were dead for all along. The girl has locked you inside the room for a long time, and you finally died.
Is that your final blue truth?
Yes.
That doesn't explain how there were no people inside the room, though.
It does, because you weren't a person.
Oh.
You withered away. You decomposed.
I decomposed.
You were in there so long, because there's no time frame. There's no time frame whether...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's no time frame.
There's no...
You could have had enough time to just decompose into nothing.
Okay, then tell me your whole blue truth.
This is my final presentation. When they started living together, at one point, the girl locked Des into the room, using only that one way lock, and then Des, only having a plate of food, died at some point due to maybe like a heart attack or any circumstances, like maybe the food was poisoned, and then he decomposed.
Is that your final blue truth? Don't you want to revise it?
Yes.
I, the witch, I have revived. I am now classified witch because you did not solve my mystery. Thank you very much, witch hunters. Red Truth, you are incompetent.
No, I kind of find it ridiculous in this setting that we've established that insects exist in this setting and can get their way inside. However, it is quote-unquote unrealistic or impossible or whatever that they can get in, eat a corpse, and leave.
I didn't say it was impossible. I said it didn't matter for this murder mystery.
I just imagine like this entire conversation is happening like we've all already been killed at this point. We're just sitting around the table with like our obvious death marks and we're like, this is bullshit, and just arguing with the witch.
Beatrice, what the fuck?
No, we died from Horsecam 1, and then Horsecam has to solve like a case by himself while we like as like stupid little ghosts keep floating around and be like, no, it's gotta be this, it's gotta be this.
Just watch one of my red truths being like contradicting another one and me being put in logic error hell.
If you do that, we are putting you in logic error hell.
Yeah. The only reason I would want the other group to even remotely solve this truth is so that we can put you in your stupid place. And even if they don't, we can just say that your mystery is stupid.
They're smart. They got Sydney.
I mean, I think the only chance of them, I think Lorenzo and Avatris are gonna be the only ones that can possibly solve it. I don't think Yensid can. I mean, he's a great person, but like, I don't think he can do it.
When he gets it later, you're gonna be so mad at the horse scam.
So, witch hunters, what happened to this?
Alright, a creepy crawly killed him.
I have a question, Des. Do dead people count as a person?
Red truth, a corpse counts as a person.
So there are no corpses in the room. Are there any other ways except the door, the vent, or the window to get out of the room?
Red truth, the windows do not open. The vents are not big enough for someone to pass through, and the door was locked.
But is there another way to get out of the room?
I don't know, propose me another way to get out of the room.
Where are the metal plates from?
Red truth, there's 18 metal plates.
Yes. Blue truth, Nox's Decalogue is not in effect.
Red truth, Nox's Decalogue is very much in effect.
Fuck.
Red truth, Van Dyke's Decalogue is not in effect.
Red truth, Van Dyne is stupid.
True.
I can say that in red because Umineko also agrees. You know, Umineko is like the Bible.
Blue truth, Des is dead and his body has been made small enough to be transported.
Of course, that's what witches do. How do you think I got him out of the locked room?
Blue truth, this is the food.
What the fuck? Red truth, this is not fucking food.
I don't fucking... You could look for wild animals.
Wait, so is Des alive or dead?
Well...
The red truth. Des is dead to death.
Pog.
Oh, okay. So if Nox's Decalogue is in effect, does this mean the girl is the detective?
I'm glad you understand.
The anime girl is 2D, so she could go through the door however she pleased through the small slit.
Red truth. The fact that the girl is an anime girl was just a funny.
Okay, blue truth. The anime girl is not the detective.
Red truth. The anime girl is the detective.
Okay.
Blue truth. The anime girl is the killer.
The detective can't be the killer.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Episode 5.
Not 7. It's forbidden for the detective to be the
Cry
culprit.
about it.
No, you cry about
We
it.
need to solve this thing!
You're right here. What am I supposed to say? Where's the key? Where's the key of the room?
Red truth. The girl had the key to the room at all times on her.
Blue truth, someone stole the key from her and used it and then returned it from her to her by the time she come back.
Red truth. The key in question did never left the girl's possession for the time relevant for this mystery.
Did she lock Des into the room then?
Yes.
Or was there more than one key? So yes, she locked him in.
Does she always lock him in on purpose?
This is pretty messed up.
Yes, red truth. She always locked this in.
What? Really?
So, the door is usually locked, and now it's opened.
Red truth. It's opened because the girl opened it upon coming
The
home.
girl opened it, I see.
And there was only one key.
Red truth. Yes, there was only one key.
Is the girl keeping this hostage?
I don't think that matters.
That doesn't matter!
Because the girl is the detective. Blue truth, the creepy crawly is not a person.
What? Red truth. Yes, a creepy crawly is not a person.
Blue truth, the creepy Carlies all hate him.
How would the... What? Red truth. A creepy crawly cannot eat a corpse or a person to the point where it just disappears from a room. At least not in the context of this mystery.
Okay. I was about to whip out like an anaconda or something.
Does a corpse fit through the vent?
Red Truth, no human is able to pass through the vent.
He's not human, he's dead.
Okay, Blue Truth, the door was opened in between the girl leaving and coming back to see Death's not there.
Red Truth, the door was locked when the girl left. Like, for the time that she was away, the door was locked.
But did it not open once?
Red Truth, the door opened when the girl came back home and opened the door.
The room it does have a floor and a ceiling, yeah?
Red Truth, it's a normal fucking room with a roof, a floor, and walls.
Why did the girl even lock room Des there in the first place? Like, what the fuck?
No, that doesn't matter.
Blue Truth, Des left the room when the door was opened.
Red Truth, Des did not leave through the door.
Blue Truth, Des left through a secret passage.
Man,
what the fuck?
Nox, you
Anon, are you actually gonna throw that at me? Nox third, it's forbidden for hidden passages to exist.
Nox third, not more than one secret room or passage.
Blue Truth, Des left through the window.
Red Truth, Des did not leave through the window.
Des, you are ignoring Nox's third says not more than one secret room or passage is allowable.
Well, Anon, that's the original Nox third, but Umineko's base Nox third denies all hidden passages.
Yeah.
Blue Truth, Des left through the vent, and I will not explain how.
Red Truth, Des did not pass through the vent. I've already told you I'm a witch.
Blue Truth, it was magic.
Of course it was.
Blue Truth, Des made the tunnel with a spoon or something like through the ground and then left through that.
Detective's authority. Wouldn't the girl have commented on that?
Okay, wait, so Blue Truth, Des was not in the room when the door was locked to begin with.
Blue Truth, Des is a monkey.
What?
Des is a pet. Des is not a human.
Bro, Red Truth, Des is normal. He has a head, a trunk.
Des is a monkey. Blue Truth, Des is a monkey. That's why she's keeping him in the locked door.
What the fuck? What are you guys coming up with?
I don't fucking
Blue
know.
Truth, Des did not exist.
Red Truth, Des does exist.
Is Des a human? What's Des a human?
Sammy, how-
Answer of the Red Truth. Is Des a human?
Okay, Blue Truth, Des was not in the room when the door was locked to begin with.
One at a time, please.
Okay, answer mine. Blue Truth, Des was not a human. Answer.
Red Truth.
Des is a human, just shut. Blue Truth, Des was not in the room when it was locked.
Red Truth. Even humans are animals. What the fuck do you mean by that, Sayome? Red Truth, Des was very much in the room when the door was locked.
Okay, hold on. I'm climbing on board with the Des is not human theory because Des didn't straight up answer. He said humans are animals, not that Des is a human.
Okay, Blue Truth, Des stopped being classified as a person by the time the door was unlocked through monkey magic.
I refuse to answer.
Oh,
Yo.
Okay.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay, Blue Truth, Des was a person at the time the door was locked and stopped being a person by the time the door was unlocked.
wait a second! Hold on. Des is a creepy crawly. No, Des. Look, Des liked it because he got to see the girl get all flustered every time a creepy crawly would find its way inside. Des is the creepy crawly that's flustering the girl.
Yo.
Okay, guys, I have something to tell you, which is that it is time.
He's just
We
left.
win.
We win.
Oh
We
my
win.
god, he
We
just
win.
left!
You just left.
I'm fucking. I left the call instead of. I just wanted to disconnect the bot because the 10 minutes have already passed.
Oh, okay.
So, Sayome, you have the final word. Upon hearing all of this, what is your final Blue Truth?
Sayome, I think Des is a creepy crawly.
Yeah. I think so.
So did we establish that Des is a person? We only established that Des exists?
Despite their obvious differences, we are led to presume the obvious differences is Des is a real person and the anime girl is an anime girl, but no, it's the anime girl is a human and Des is a creepy crawly. Thus, the anime girl gets flustered by Des.
Okay, but what is a creepy quality?
It's just any sort of just...
An insect, pretty much.
It's vague enough that we can just...
Despite your obvious differences.
And that's why the anime girl always locks him up, because he's some sort of creature.
Yeah.
There's like so little like actual locked room in this that the answer kind of has to be one of those switcheroos that doesn't really relate to the room.
For now, I'm just setting aside the fact that the room is such a mess.
Okay, reason it's a mess. A lot of air blew through.
Is it established that the room was not in a mess before it got locked?
It just said that she screams.
I mean, my theory is that the room was already a mess. She sees Des, the creepy crawly. She freaks out. She makes the mess. She locks the door, leaves, comes back. Room's still in a mess. And yeah, Des creeped out through the vent because he's an insect.
No, he said that Des did not, leave through the vents.
Well, then maybe she smashed it, then. I don't know.
Well, the detective can't kill.
I mean, that wasn't mentioned, and
That's
she's
true.
the detective. She cannot be the culprit.
That's fair. Well, insects don't live very long. He might have just died of old age.
I think we established that Des was not a monkey.
I actually really liked when Sayome said that. That was so funny.
He is a creepy crawly. The way the whole first paragraph is written implies that it is from the point of view of Des, some sort of creepy, maybe insect who's harassing this girl.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down.
But,
Not a rapist.
but even though Des always ate in his room, like that is...
Unfortunately, I have discovered the identity of Des, and indeed the reason why. Likely the girl locks him in there.
Okay.
But I've not discerned his fate.
Okay, I was thinking that like Des always eats in his room. Like I'm thinking maybe he was eating like the girl's food, and like maybe this time like the creepy. This is a creepy quality, so like he flew in and stuff and like ate the food, and then it fell onto him because he ate weirdly or something, and that's how he died or something.
I was about to say, I'm thinking Des might have crushed himself.
Wait, isn't there a Knox rule against suicides?
Accidents do not count as suicides today.
It is forbidden for accident or intuition to be employed as a detective technique, but that's not.
That's for the detective, not for the victim.
Does Knox require that there has to be a corpse, or is that Van Dien's?
It's Van Dyne.
I think it's Van Dyne.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Des is a creepy crawly that got crushed by one of the plates of food.
Yeah.
And maybe the food was blown by the ventilation.
Yeah,
Okay, but then who would be the culprit? There can be no crime without a culprit.
Wait, whoa, what if like the girl is the culprit because when she opened the door, it like made like.
She's the detective.
No, the detective cannot be the culprit.
Okay, look, if suicides are not disallowed, can't the culprit be considered the one who did the suicide?
No, because then it wouldn't be a crime.
Well, if it's not a suicide and the detective can't have done it, that means it has to be unknown person X, which is also...
Okay.
Which is against Knox's, yes.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. Red Truth. It is not necessary for a crime to occur here in this mystery.
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking that this was only presented as a locked room and not a crime.
Like, I cannot fucking comprehend how I forgot about that crucial detail. This is what happens when I think about shit alone. I'm so dumb.
A crime did not have to take place here. Suicide is not disallowed by Knox's, and Knox's first says it is forbidden for the culprit to be anyone not mentioned in the early part of the story, but Des said it is not a crime. I don't know.
Salme, give me your final blue truth.
Okay.
I'm so pissed at myself that I forgot about this stupid fucking detail.
So are we all around the idea that Des is a creepy crawly and a thing fell on him?
Yeah. Blue truth. Des is a creepy crawly. The reason he was locked up in a room all by himself with only a single key, the girl having, is because it was either the girl's room or the girl itself was keeping him. The food could have either been for the insect itself or maybe the girl itself. And the creepy crawly or insect or whatever just saw it and wanted to eat it. And then when the insect or creepy crawly went to eat the food, it's either the girl could have opened the door and the wind gust from it could have made the plate drop on top of the insect, killing it instantly, or the air through the vents could have done that as well. And that's my theory as to what happened to this.
I've gotta say, your theory is super fucking interesting, but unfortunately it's wrong. But yes, I am still a witch. I'm still alive.
Wait, I thought you said you were dead.
No, that's in the fucking game board. We're in the meta world, Jansen. Go read Mineko again. And as such, the cat box remains closed, waiting for one of you comment section witch hunters to tackle it. And just as a side note, as we've said in this episode, I have allowed invalid blue truths because we were rapid firing them, but if you are to write a blue truth, please write a valid one. An example of that being the door was never locked. This is invalid because a blue truth has to contribute to a theory. So a way to make this valid would be it true or not, would be something like there was a second key, so someone unlocked the door after the girl locked it, allowing Des to escape and the door to not be locked.
And so, all of us members of When We Cry offer you this episode. And we hope you enjoy it, even with all the mistakes due to Dessa's incompetence.
Yeah, this has just been a nice year. I'm glad I've got to know you all. I'm glad that we've produced so much fucking content, even if not many people watch us.
I'm surprised, like, When They Cry fandom is small, and then we also hate Go, which just narrows our possible audience even more.
You know, that just makes our viewers all the better, though.
True, it's natural selection.
Yes.
Yeah, if you've been, like, consistently listening to this, or just listen to, like, every now and then episode, I appreciate you, and especially if you give us comments.
Hey, don't we have someone that comments on literally every one of our videos with, like, big comments?
We have fucking Capybara who comments on every fucking log episode, which is great. We love comments. Then we have Horsefry, who has recently started commenting on every book club episode.
Oh, yes.
We have Corey Coleman, who also comments on every fucking book club episode, which is also great. Those are the ones that come to mind, but there are other people who comment here and there, and we love reading comments. I'd love to know if there's at least one person listening to this now who has been listening to us since the start. Like, maybe not the first episode, but like...
Capybar's been going on for a while as far as the vlogs go.
I wonder if anyone remembers me.
Oh hey, Yuki the Snowman, you still listening?
Oh yeah, Yuki the Snowman.
Yeah, true.
You're awesome.
Ryan Hojo, you still listening? You commented a couple episodes, that was interesting. I do like that there's a comment on one of our videos from Hojo Ryan saying, "Alright, it's okay guys, Sotsu is not a new season, it is just an advertising agency."
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Yuki the Snowman was one of... Actually, yeah, he commented on our first video.
On our first video, damn. Even if your name did not stick with us, we appreciate every last one of you who commented.
Yeah, for the record, it's been a while since I've looked at the comments in more recent months, so...
I am actually pretty impressed that we stuck around for this long as a podcast. I think I mentioned this a lot. There's a lot of really dumb shit that basically could have made us not want to do it anymore. I mean, we like didn't have editors for a long time, and I decided to pick up editing, and you decided to pick up editing, and we end up being the only two editors on this whole podcast somehow.
Yeah, I was gonna edit anyway, but I wasn't gonna edit as much as I am editing now. Right?
Yeah.
I guess we could drop a little fun fact here. If you follow the book club and any other podcast subcategory, you may have noticed that the book club has this special thing in it, which is that the backgrounds change depending on what we're talking about. If we're covering a scene in the kitchen, it's the kitchen background that's in the background of the video, and that's actually something from when Evatris was editing the episode.
Yeah, Evatris was the one who started it, and I thought that was the most coolest thing possible, and I guess we just kept keeping that in. It has been a great time on this podcast, and at our rate, we'll probably have to do this for at least 2 more years.
Yeah, Mushroom is like super helpful in the making of this podcast.
Oh, thanks.
Because as it's been very clear throughout this episode, I really need help coming up with shit and thinking about stuff. And yeah, it's essentially Mushroom that I go to when I'm like, oh, what do you think of this idea? And she also helps a lot behind the scenes with like guests and stuff. Mushroom does a lot here.
Oh, thanks. And also on the record, Des is an amazing leader. While Des is a person who have never like had this like big project like thrown onto them, and to start this whole thing, like Des has been extremely susceptible to like good criticism and improvements. Like, if it weren't for Des being like very open to being taken like given suggestions to, like there's no way we could have like went on this long. And just, I don't know, like time zones are hard, like editing is hard, keeping a schedule is super hard, and so far we've done a whole year of it. And too many more years to come, I say.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you so much for everybody who comments on our videos and who just kept sticking with us. I just think liking a media this much is actually surprisingly valuable, and there's something truly amazing about connecting with people. And yeah, I'm so happy that I get to share with so many people.
Yeah. you know, a miracle happened and here we are.
That is very true. A miracle did happen, and that's how this podcast was born.
Yes, thank you for inviting me back, even though I am not particularly relevant anymore.
I mean, but you were on the first couple of episodes, so of course I would invite you.
Let me just say, thank you, audience, for watching for our whole year. Even if you haven't watched the whole year or you don't watch it all, it's been a great year. I love every single one of you. Watch and comment and do things. Even though we've been through some really hard shit over the past year, I hope we get another year at some point.
Honestly, just like all the fun we've had, just recording these episodes and meeting all of y'all and just making a bunch of new friends. It's really been a fun time. It's been a really good experience. I've really enjoyed it. I'm glad I could finally get on when I think it was the middle of Go. Love y'all. Ooh, heart.
Happy anniversary to the podcast. Thank you all for listening. Thank you everyone in the pod crew for being here to listen to me ramble. This is Lorenzo. See you next time. Sea cats do crimes.